Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I welcome you in the social class as we have started our seventh lesson, coastal plains and the islands, and we have finished our textbook work. We have learned about the coastal plains. Like we are having the coastal plains is a flat low-lying land that is located near sea or area. We have seen the eastern coastal plains and western coastal, and now we will move forward to the islands. See, an island, ISLAND, an island is a piece of land surrounded by water. Is a piece of land which is surrounded by water. India has mainly big and small islands. The two main island groups are located on either side of peninsular India. Peninsular, PENNINSULAR. PENINSULAR. Peninsular India means the place which is a land, a piece of land which is covered surrounded by three sides of water, that is a peninsula. So the Andaman and Nicobar island lies in the Bay of Bengal, and Lakshadweep island lies in the Arabian Sea. Okay, so now we will see the Andaman and Nicobar island. See, Andamans are a group of 300 islands, and which only 26 are inhabited or have people living in them. The Nicobar Islands are a group of 19 islands, of which 12 are inhabited. And the Andaman lies towards the north and the Nicobar lies towards the south. So the 10-degree channel separates these two groups of India, and the Port Blair is the capital of Andaman and Nicobar Island. Now coming to the next island, that is Lakshadweep Island. So it is a small union territory of India, and Lakshadweep is having only 36 islands, people living in only 10 islands. So the group of islands, this is located in the Arabian Sea and close to the Malabar coast, and Kavaratti is the capital of Lakshadweep. And Port Blair is the capital of Andaman and Nicobar Island. Now, visiting places in the eastern coastal plains. See, as we have already read about the pass of West Bengal that lies in the region of northern plains. So, the coastal region of West Bengal is very fertile, means very nice, and it is in the delta of River Ganga. Rice and jute grow in the plenty of this region, and it has many jute and textiles. Watered by the river Mahanadi, and Odisha is a fertile state, and Hirakud Dam is built on river Mahanadi. The coastal region of the state is hit of the major cyclones. Andhra Pradesh and Telangana are also characterized by the coastal plains up to the east, and that area is watered by the river Krishna and Godavari, and Visakhapatnam is one of the most important ports in India, and it is famous for shipbuilding yields. Tamil Nadu has a long coastline. The coastline of Tamil Nadu is known as the Coromandel coast. So the fertile region which is watered by the river Kaveri. Chennai is the capital of important port city, and the union territory of Puducherry lies in the coastal region, and it is one of the most popular tourist destination in the south of India, and it is having a beautiful old building, churches, temples and statues in the union territory. And the Andaman and Nicobar Island are covered with a thick forest. See, fishing and farming are important occupation in these islands. Rice, coconut, coffee and rubber are some crops that are grown here, and what we can say, the wood is also available here in this island. Now, visiting place in the western coastal plains like Gujarat. Gujarat lies on the west coast of India. Gandhinagar is the capital city of Gujarat. Ahmedabad is the largest city of that state, and here the large cotton textile of India is part of this state. Salt making in a large industry in Gujarat also found here. Now, Maharashtra occupies a portion of Deccan Plateau and in western peninsular part of India, and Mumbai is the capital and the largest seaport of India, and it is an important center for agriculture, business, industries. Large deposits of oil have been found here, and Nagpur, Pune, Sholapur are also important cities of Maharashtra. So this city is also known for natural beauty as well as for its many historical places and monuments. Goa is the smallest state of India by area, and Panaji is capital. So the state is known for its beautiful beaches, old churches, monuments, temples and museums. and it is located in the Western Ghats, and it is known as for the wide variety different type of plants and animals. Okay, now coming to the Karnataka lies in the Deccan Plateau, and part of lies on the Konkan coast. Bengaluru is the capital of that, and Mangalore is an important seaport. And the state has abundant, means it is having hydroelectricity power and extensive forest, and it is the chief source of silver, gold and coffee for India. And this Karnataka provides huge amount of sandalwood for the India. Kerala is lies on Malabar coast. Thiruvananthapuram is the capital of it, while Kochi and Kozhikode are an important states. So the state is known for its natural beauty and lush by green forest and backwaters. And it is a home of Anai Peak, that is the highest peak of peninsular India. Lakshadweep is a set of beautiful coral islands. Coconut grow in plenty here, and there are many industries where coconut is used to make different products. Fishing is another important occupation in their state. So students, I hope you have understood this lesson. Thank you. Jazakallah khair. And practice the hard work, students. Thank you. Bye bye.